Hi, I'm Tony, and I'm going to get started in some Yin Yoga practice right now. So let's just go for it here. Um, just for a little warm up, we're going to do the cat-cow in a seated position. So you can do the cow either with your arms up here if you want to support back here. So you're just going to arch your shoulders back and your head. Just hold this for a few seconds. Be sure to breathe in and out. And now we're going to come to our cat. Just tuck your belly in and let your head hang. Pull your chin in. Just continue to breathe. Okay, one more time with the the cow. This time I've got my hands on my knees. But either way works. Okay, back to our cat. Just tucking your belly in. Okay. Now let's take for butterfly pose, let's take our soles of our feet together and tuck them in close to your body. If this is too hard for you, you can just push your feet out a little bit further. But I like to have them closer to my body. On an exhale, let's just hinge forward slowly. Just kind of let your hands glide forward until your elbows touch. And just let your head hang. You can turn your palms up if you want, like this. But pretty much you're just relaxing in here. And just breathe in and out. Okay, let's slowly just push ourselves back up. Return to a seated position. And let's come to a tabletop. So we're gonna hold these poses for about 2 minutes each. And the first one here is extended puppy. So what you want to do is when you're in this tabletop position, I might have to scoot back a little bit. You just slide your hands forward to reach almost your chest, and you can just lay your head right on the mat and feel that stretch in your shoulders. Remembering to breathe in and out and get into like a meditative state. Trying not to use your muscles. This is more of a deep tissue stretch, connective tissue, like your joints, tendons. Okay, from here, you're going to take your right arm and slide it under you and put your left ear to the ground. So right arm, right ear. I think I said left, but it's your right ear to the ground. Breathe in here. If you feel a stretch in your neck and shoulder, try to stay in a meditative state. And making sure your hips are straight above your knees. I know it's kind of hard to tell unless you look, but you can lower your feet down too. So the tops of your feet are on the mat. Okay, one more deep breath, and we'll come back into the original pose. Your arms straight out. That's called thread the needle. Okay, let's do the other side. And just take your left arm, slide it under you. Take your left ear and put it to the ground. Just feel this stretch in here, mainly in your shoulder. Just breathe and relax into it. Try to keep your focus and awareness. Okay, on this next exhale, come back into the original pose. And in just a second, we're going to get started in the Sphinx pose. So let's come up to tabletop and let's push our legs out straight. Come under our elbows and hold this pose. So with this pose, your chest comes forward, and your shoulders are kind of lowered, so you're not hunched like this. Your shoulders can actually lock into place here. And here you can either fold your hands and put your forehead on your hands, but I like to just keep this position and relax my shoulders and relax right into the whole pose here with awareness. So you can actually relax into this if you lower your shoulders. They just kind of lock in place. Just breathe into this. And if your neck gets tired, you can just relax your head downward. Okay, a couple more breaths here. Okay, we're going to come into the half frog pose. So what you do on this is you put your whole belly down, right? And you can either rest your forehead on your hands or on the mat, And you want to take your left leg and put it into a 90 degree. So you're 90 degree here, and then you're 90 degree here. Okay, you might have to look. And then you rest completely down on your mat. Your whole chest and belly is on the mat. Relax into this whole pose here. And if you feel like bringing your knee up higher, you can. You can adjust however you want. Just breathing deep here. Be aware of your neck and your shoulders and just really relax them. Just sink right into your mat here. There should be no muscle support. Just on each out breath, relax more into it. Okay, on your next exhale, just straighten out your left leg all the way back. And just keep your head down and just do the other leg. The right leg at 90 degree with your knee and 90 degree with your hip. Same thing here, just try to notice each part of your body and just relax it. In this pose you can relax everything. Notice your hip and your leg, especially your thigh. Just relax it. Breathing and noticing. A couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, let's straighten out our legs and come up to our elbow. And we're going to get into the pigeon pose and do some twist. So just come up to tabletop really slowly and just take your right knee bent, bring it up to your right hand, and sit down on your right glute. Okay? And then just lean forward. You can lean on, you can lay your forehead on the mat or on your arms again. And just really relax into this one too. You'll feel it in your glutes, hamstring on the right side. Just really breathe into this one and let go. You might find that your thigh gets a little tense, but just relax it. Let your forehead sink into your arms or your mat. Okay, on this exhale, let's just push back up. And what we're going to do here, when you're in this position, is you're going to take this back leg and swing it forward and on the outside of your knee. Take your right elbow, put on the outside of your left knee, and just turn and look behind you. And breathe. You can even let your arm relax down. Okay, let's release this and come back to tabletop. And we're going to do pigeon pose on the other side. So you're going to take your left knee bent, bring it up to your left hand, and sit down on your left glute. And just feel this stretch for a second. It feels really good in the lower back. And on your left leg. Okay, from here, we're just going to lean forward, come down, put your forehead either on the mat or your arms. And you'll feel that stretch in your glute, left upper leg, probably even in the knee. More and more, try to relax into it, staying aware. Keeping in touch with your body here. Notice everything. Take some deep breaths and relax even more. And just a couple more breaths and we'll go into our twist. Okay. Just push yourself up. Take your right leg, swing it around to the outside of your left knee. Bend your left elbow and put it on the right side of your right knee, and you can let it hang again and just twist to the right. And when you're here and you find it difficult to breathe, when you breathe in, you might have to untwist a little bit, like there, and let it out again. When you let it out, you can relax a little more, and you feel this stretch on your right hip, right glute. Just releasing slightly when you want to breathe in. Okay, let's go ahead and release that and come back to tabletop. So Yin Yoga is all about finding your edge and not going beyond that, and holding the pose for the duration of 2 minutes. Some people go up to 5 minutes, but I'm doing right around close to 2 minutes, maybe a little bit less. But anyways, we're going to go into child's pose. So just sit back, and if you put your legs apart, you can kind of get a deeper and lower stretch. But if you put them together, you get more of an arch in your back. So however you want to do it, I kind of just neutral with it. And just slide forward here and stretch your arms forward and rest your forehead on the mat. Push your hips back and just rest right on your mat with your forehead. Grab the mat and even pull more forward with your hands. You should feel a stretch not only in your lower back and hips, but also in your, kind of like in your shoulder blades area. And here, after you've pulled your arms forward with your hands, just kind of relax. You can totally relax into this one without any muscle effort. This is one of my favorite poses. It really gives you a full a full length stretch. Just breathing aware. If you move your forehead forward towards your hands, you'll feel like even more of a stretch in your neck. Relax again. Check out your arms and make sure they are relaxed. A few more breaths here. Okay. I'm going to slowly push myself back up the tabletop, and we're going to do some leg stretches on our back. So you're just going to sit down and lay back, and then hug your knees, and just massage your lower back by rocking back and forth a little bit here. Okay, then put your feet to the ground and straighten out your left leg and hug your right leg in, and then straighten it straight up. And you can either brace it by holding onto your calf or holding on to your knee or just your hamstring, thigh area. This pose is really good if you have a strap. You can put it right on top of your foot. But since I'm doing no props for this yin practice, it's quite, you get used to it. You can just lock your fingers and just usually mine slide down to about my knee. Okay, if your leg can't get perfectly straight, that's fine. If you have a strap and you want to use it, that's fine too. So just breathe into this. We're going to do this twice, so I'm not going to hold the poses for a full 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and bend your knee and lower it down to the ground. And let's hug both knees into your chest. Your feet on the ground. Extend your right leg. Hug your left. And straighten it. And again, same thing, just the other side. I like to start, my technique is to start up with my calf. Breathe. And just kind of let my hands just slowly slide down to my knee. It's a really great stretch on your hamstring. Okay, let's release this. Hug your knees again. Extend your left leg and straighten your right knee. We'll start with this one again one more time. This is more of a muscle stretch, but it does get your deep connective tissue, like your, especially I think in your sit bones and your knee area. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Hug your knees. Extend your right leg. Straighten your left knee. And once again, breathe in this. This time, on the last times, I usually give myself even more of a stretch. Gradually sliding down my interlaced fingers. Okay, let's release that, and we're gonna get into a bound angle. So go ahead and sit up, and this is kind of like the butterfly. It can be called the bound angle, but what we're gonna do here is just gradually lower ourselves back and let your knees just kind of just flop there. They don't need to hit the ground. If they hurt you, you can always put, I know this is a propolis, but just in case, you can put a block under it. So I'm just going to lower myself down and let my palms face up. And this is a really, really good one for your lower back. Just completely relax into this. Just breathing and staying aware. If your inner thighs start to hurt you, you can always push your feet forward. And sometimes what I do is I just keep readjusting it slowly. You can bring it forward and back. So now I'm just going to pull them back a little bit again. It just changes the stretch here. If you breathe deep, you'll be able to let go a little bit more. Your knees will become lower and lower to the ground. You just have to breathe deep. Okay, let's go ahead and extend our legs for Shavasana. And here you're just going to completely relax and sink into your mat. Just notice every body part, starting with your head. Just make sure your head, your scalp, just notice your scalp, your forehead, back of your neck, your face, your jaw is relaxed. And if you close your eyes here, you'll notice, at least for me, that my eyes are always tense. So I always come back to my eyes and try to relax them. Sink your shoulder blades, shoulders, arms, hands. Just completely let go, relax into your mat. All the way down your back, your chest. Notice your chest. And notice your arms again, your torso, your pelvis, glutes, upper legs, knee. Relax those parts. Relax your calves. Relax your foot, toes. Take a deep breath and notice your eyes, your forehead, and your eyebrows again. And notice your breath and any sounds around you. Just start to notice and become aware of everything. And begin to focus more on your breath, especially the exhale. You'll notice that the exhale is more of a letting go and longer. As you take a deep breath in, your exhale takes a little longer. It's very relaxing. Start to notice your thoughts too. Just become aware of your thoughts. If your thoughts take you away, just come back to your breathing. Continue breathing and I'll let you know when we're completed this Shavasana. Notice your breath here. Breathe in, deep. Exhale, long, slow breath here. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And just slowly open your eyes. And without moving, try to become aware of how you feel right now. Notice that stillness. That stillness you want to try to hang on to throughout the rest of your day. And when you're ready, just bend your knees and turn to either side. Use your arm as a pillow for your head and just rest here for a couple seconds. And when you're ready, just push down with your other hand and come up. And that concludes our Yin Yoga practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.